was present, Special Agent Liz Bigham was present, and Edrick Faust was present for that.
At the time that the interview was done, had Mr. Faust been placed under arrest?
Yes.
Okay. And, Your Honor, for the record, at this time, I will seek to publish in chronological order the timestamps that I previously mentioned to the court and defense counsel.
All right, you may proceed.
And I'm starting at 6:03:55.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you Ms. Faust?
I am.
Hey, I'm Liz Bigham. I'm with the GBI. This is Jeremy Howell with the GBI.
Love it all.
You want to take those off for right now? We need to talk to you and do some things. Are you going to act right?
Well, definitely.
Are you sure? Okay. Do you have my handgun keys back in there? I can go grab it. Do you have one on you?
Hang on.
Okay. Can I use some water or anything?
I'm cool.
You sure? You use the restroom?
I'll just use the restroom already.
I'm sorry?
I use the restroom.
Oh, you just use the restroom. Okay.
Let's see, I think I got the right key for these. Right, let's go down this a ways. There it is. Okay. Sorry, I don't have a key for that. There you go.
Here's that for you, just in case you want something.
There we go.
All right. So there's a little bit of paperwork we got to do first, and you can get some information from you, obviously name and all that stuff. And then we'll kind of go from there. Go ahead. So you've got, I think it's about 9 warrants that we've got for you today.
What?
I'll explain everything to you. Let me get this filled out and stuff, and then we'll go over everything together, okay? I mean, obviously we're going to want to talk to you about this stuff, and we can kind of go into all that, but we got to get through this first.
Okay.
All right? It's Edrick or Edrick?
Edrick.
Edrick,
Yeah.
E-D-R-I-C-K?
Correct.
And what's your middle name?
Lamont.
L-A?
M-O-N-T.
All right. And F-A-U-S-T?
Correct.
How old are you, Mr. Faust?
I am 48.
Are you sure? Okay. And what's a good home address for you?
My home address is, well, I got a P.O. box number.
What's like your physical home address?
350 Cooper Road.
350 Cooper Road?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. That's in Athens?
Yes, 05.
30605?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and how hard are you going to school, Mr. Faust?
I graduated. I got high school diploma.
High school diploma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve Shows? Actually, I went to Steve Show, but I went back to continue. I got a diploma in another school.
Okay.
Got another further down the road.
Gotcha.
All right, you can read and write, I'm assuming. Okay, so let's go over this together. All right, it's 6:06 now. So today is May 9th, 2024. The time is 6:06 p.m., and we're at the ACCPD, but Athens Clark County Police Department. Your name is Edrick Faust, and you are 48 years old. Your address is 350 Cooper Road, Athens, Georgia, 30605, and you've completed the 12th grade in school.
Yes.
You know that Liz Bigham, which is me, and Jeremy Howell over there are special agents with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
Okay.
All right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish.
Okay.
And you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand all of that?
I do.
Okay. And you understand your rights and having these rights in mind, you're willing to talk to law enforcement officers, which are Jeremy and I. You've not been threatened. Has anyone threatened you in any way, shape, or form in law enforcement?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody threatened you?
Mm-hmm.
I know we weren't there when they arrested you, so I just want to make sure that nobody out there threatened you in any way. You've not been promised anything. Has anyone ever promised you anything in reference to this? And then have you been forced in any way to answer any questions or make any statements, maybe decide what's your name, whatever? Okay. So if you want to talk to us, you can sign right there. I'll sign underneath you, and Jeremy will sign underneath me. Thank you.
Yeah.
So let me just get a little bit of information from you first.
I'm pausing the video briefly at 6:08:12, Agent Howell, and I'm going to show Mr. Cruz what's been marked as State's Exhibit 161, Your Honor. And Agent Howell, I'm going to hand you State's Exhibit 161. I want you to take a moment and let me know if you recognize what that is.
I do.
And what is it?
This is the waiver of rights form that was administered during this interview with the information on it, as well as the signatures of Mr. Faust, Liz Bigham, and myself.
All right, does that appear to be a true and accurate copy of that waiver of rights form that was executed on May 9th of 2024 during Mr. Faust's interview?
Yes.
Okay, Judge, I move to tender 161 at this time.
Any objection? It is admitted.
And, Your Honor, I'm going to continue playing the video for 6:08:12. But before I do that, Agent Howell, just to get some orientation about what we're looking at, where did this interview take place?
This is an interview room that's located at the Athens Clark County Police Department's facility, their main police building that's on Lexington Highway.
Okay. Obviously, you know, we heard the reading of the form and it's been admitted into evidence. Based on your observations of Mr. Faust, did it seem like there was anything that was preventing him from understanding what was happening or anything like that?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay. As the interview progressed, did he seem to understand the questions and respond to them?
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm going to continue playing now, Judge.
You got Cooper Road. How long have you lived at Cooper Road?
Shit, I've been in Cooper Road about 40 years.
40 years? Okay.
40.
40?
40.
Okay. Do you own that house?
No.
Okay, who lived there? Or whose house was it?
Actually, it's my stepmom. She passed away a month ago.
Oh, no, what happened?
She had a lung cancer, something like that.
Aw.
This is your stepmother, you said?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And what is her name?
Her name was Geraldine Hughes.
Geraldine Hughes? And she passed away months ago. So are you still living there? Did she own it?
Yeah, she owned her own, yeah.
Okay. Are you still living there?
I'm kind of like floating. I've been like floating. I've been living with my cousin here and there, so.
Where does your cousin live?
And I've been living in Overthorpe County.
Oh, okay. Where's that at?
Now, Overthorpe, in Berryville in Santa Claus.
Standing across from Marybeth Road? Where do you lay your head at night?
Well, I've been really just living here and there. I've been here and there and just girl house over here and over there.
Over here and over there in the girl's house?
Yeah.
All right. Where does the girl live? Somewhere you don't want to talk about?
No.
That's fine. We don't have to. And what's your date of birth?
9/6/85.
Okay. And you're employed, I'm assuming, in Athens Finance?
Correct.
Is that your business, or do you just work for them?
It's my business.
It's your business? What do you do there? Besides mobile detailing, pressure washing?
That's what I do.
Pretty much that?
Cool.
Do you have, like, regular work, or is it just contracted work here and there?
I do regular work, whatever. I just work.
Okay. All right.
How long you had that business?
I've been in business myself I've been in business for myself, working on my own for like 4, 5, 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Okay.
And Judge, I'm stopping as we had discussed. Oh, I'm sorry. I stopped about 10 seconds early.
What's your number to get you?
This is?
That one's your number?
Yeah.
706-612-6808. That's the best number to get you?
Yeah.
Is that your cell?
All right. Your Honor, I'm stopping at 6 minutes, 6:10:20 p.m., hour, minute, second, and I'm moving forward to 6:14:01.
Cooper, or who lived at Cooper Road with you?
At Cooper Road.
Uh-huh.
Actually, back then, 20 years ago, May 28, 2003.
No, 23 years ago. We're talking about 2000. It was obviously Miss Hughes, right?
I was living with her, yes. But
Okay.
I don't know what relationship I was in or who I was with back then.
Okay. So Miss Hughes lived there.
Yes.
Did you have any brothers or sisters?
My brothers and sisters.
Okay.
My dad was alive back then, yeah.
But was he at Cooper, or did he live in Overwood?
My dad has been around. He's just been around here and there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who else lived in the house with you? Who lived with y'all back then?
As far as I know of.
Just y'all two?
Yeah.
Okay. And she was your stepmama?
My stepmom.
Where's your real mama?
She passed away 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. You weren't ever really close to her. You were close to your stepmama?
Actually, I've been cool with my stepmom. She raised me with.
And, Your Honor, I'm stopping at 6:15:05, and we are going forward to 6:50:30. I'm sorry, Judge, it's not a very precise slider, so.
Were you there when they were building it and stuff like that?
Yeah. I was in the area. I'm always in that area. I go in that area every day.
Do you really?
Yeah. I call it my home. That's considered my home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you physically live at Cooper Road anymore?
Oh, you can go there right now, and everybody will know me. They
No,
know.
I meant in the house. Like at 350, you physically live there anymore. Okay. Did it get passed down to you? Or?
Well, my stepmother passed away.
Okay.
When she passed away, when she got sick, she told me she didn't need me anymore. Her niece lived in Rock Spring. She ended up getting the house. She bought the house from her, and she ended up moving up to Willow Miss across the street over here.
Okay.
And she lived over there when she passed away.
So nobody in your family lives there?
It's her niece live in the house right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she just passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when that neighborhood was development was being built, I guess, did you ever go walk around there, or what was that built for, I guess?
I don't know.
Was it mostly like college students, or was it regular people, older Athens people, older
Back then
people?
it was real settled, but now it's not like that anymore. It's like real, like, right now it's like, damn, the ghetto, to be honest with you.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's pretty rough over there now.
Why is it rough over there?
It seems like everybody that got moved from the other side of town, they start getting rid of like housing, the projects and all that. They give them vouchers and they start moving over on this side.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like it used to be. It used to be real quiet, so.
Okay. So back then, who was moving in there? What was it primarily?
I say college students and probably some kids. I'll say that because you didn't really see a whole lot of black people in that area.
You did not back then?
Nah.
Okay.
What was there before they built all that?
It was wood. It was old car. All this on Lexington Road, Walmart, everything on Lexington Road was nothing but wood. There's a Lord of Stevens, there's a church, Lord of Stevens, Walmart. All that was wood when I was a little boy.
Wow, you seen some change.
I really have. And from there's another house over here in this neighborhood. All this land over here where this Dollar Tree and the skate park and all that. All that was nothing but
Judge, I'm stopping at 6:53:05, and we're moving forward to 7:02:45.
Were you ever dating anybody else around that time on the side or quietly?
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say.
I'm not gonna go talk to them.
I mean, I ain't gonna over it. I ain't no.
And Brenda was the primary one, right?
She was primary,
10 years, okay?
No, I don't do no
But
stuff.
what about anybody else, like anyone at Walmart or Conagra or the Perfect Polish? I keep wanting to call it Sparkle. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't have some females in my days, so.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
But were you juggling any other females around that time? See anybody on the side?
I probably was. I don't have a lot of females in my day.
Okay. Do you date white girls, or do you date black girls, or does it
I
matter?
have dated white chick. I have dated one white chick, but it didn't work out.
One white chick?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Her name was Rita Spears. And she's from she's from where Rita from? She's from Carnesville.
How'd you meet her?
I met her one night at a bar.
Why didn't it work out?
Because she bipolar and she wanted me to be with her and call her all the time.
Oh, okay.
And she lived up in Carnesville, Franklin County?
Yeah. I don't really, I don't have no ethic about females, the race, no color, nothing like that.
All right.
I talk to everybody. I'm cool with everybody. You can go down here right now and ask anybody about me when it comes to communication. I communicate for this. I would be business.
Sure.
I don't mess around, man. I just treat everybody the same.
Okay. Did you ever date anyone over in that Deer Park area?
No.
Any college students, anything like that?
I ain't know nobody over there.
You didn't know nobody over there? Never made friends? You just said you talked to everybody.
I talk to everybody, but that was my cup of tea to go over there and deal with those people. Those people up across the street. I ain't know nothing about over there.
Why not?
I ain't know nobody over there. That wasn't my thing. I wanted to see my stepmama.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That was it. That's a neighborhood that just came up. I don't know anything about that neighborhood.
Okay.
And I don't have no dealings over there, period.
Anybody from over there ever come looking for you? Just to be friends with or hang out with?
Back then, man, there was a play everybody like, man, it's just a play that came with this coming up. And everybody felt like it's high over, it's expensive. Anybody going over there, so.
That's how it was kind of perceived?
Yeah, everybody go over there.
Okay.
And Judge, we're stopping at approximately 7:05:40, and we're moving forward to 7:08:35.
They are for a myriad of charges.
And I'm sorry, Judge, I think I started the sound a little late. I'm going to back up again to 7:08:35.
We've got these warrants. They are for a myriad of charges that range from arson to murder.
What?
Mm-hmm.
For me?
Mm-hmm. And that's what you're talking talking about this incident back in 2001. I think there's 9 different warrants, and that's kind of about this, get your side of the story, kind of hash everything that happened, and obviously I think you can pick up on the fact that it involves that area, that park area or whatever.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I mean, you can see that I've done research. I mean, like, Gary and I know, we know about you and stuff like that. But when we're talking about that and we're talking about these charges, there's got to be kind of an explanation as to why you're there, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to talk to you about.
Yeah, okay.
So tell me about why you would be there in that Deer Park area back in 2001 and kind of, engaging in all these sorts of things at one of those duplexes.
That spot over there, that's a place I've never been to. I've started going there throughout the years, like, when people thought, other people, when we started moving in, then. But back in the day, the only reason I go, like, in the evening time, and it's every blue moon, I gotta get my bike in the evening time, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening, I may ride through the whole, ride from one end. The whole thing. But other than that, I don't fool around with it. I ain't got no business over there. That was my turf. My turf was in our neighborhood where we used to be, because everybody in the neighborhood was
on the other side,
the whole
Deer Park,
all the way on East Meadow, and all the way in Morning View.
Okay.
I don't have no business over there dealing with them over there, because that ain't my cup of tea. They ain't doing no drinking over there, and I don't drink with them, so we over here drinking. If one of my cousins don't come in and pick me up, and we go over there to ride out, they'll say, I don't have no business over there fooling them people that they ain't doing that to me.
And you said that you rode a bike?
Every once in a while, I may ride. If I went over there, but I didn't deal with that sex.
Would you ever walk over? Just walk over there?
I have no business over there. This is my neighborhood right here. I don't know about people over there.
Across Cooper Road?
Exactly. I don't have no business over there, period.
And you said around 3 or 4 in the afternoon?
I said, yes. If I went over there, if I rode a bike, I would go then. But I don't have no reason going over there and messing with no people, period. No reason whatsoever.
And, Your Honor, we're stopping at approximately 7:11:15, and we're going to move forward to 7:11:45.
No, I don't do no walking over there for what? I ain't got no business over there walking. No.
Well, you would ride your bike around, though.
I said, if I went over there, if just so happened back in the day, if I just rode my bike, I would ride around and see. I ain't got no business walking over there. If some people were jogging or walking, I ain't had no business singing into them or nothing.
Okay.
That ain't my gig over there. If I went anywhere, I probably would go to back then, I would go to the hood in the Athens Guard. That's probably where I'd be at.
Would you have cut through Deer Park to get to Athens?
No, it's not that way. It's
the other way?
Different direction. I don't go that way. I don't have nothing to do with these people over here. I go over in the hood and kick it, but I'll be in my neighborhood. I ain't got no business over there dealing with them people. They ain't getting nothing to me. I don't know nothing about them. I ain't finna mess with them.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
So I guess some warrants for me?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to jail? Really?
They told you were under arrest.
I mean,
That's not a new revelation. They told you were under arrest.
that's a murder?
It's for arson.
Do you remember any kind of incident that happened back then?
Man, I don't even deal with over there.
I understand.
No.
You don't remember seeing some police activity over in that neighborhood back in 2001? Kind of a big deal.
It was for a while, too, I think.
Yeah.
Like days and days.
You don't remember anything happening back there?
Let me see. Because I used to come over there and see my stepmama, but I ain't really, deal around too tough in it.
Okay. It's kind of like one of the biggest deals that's happened in Athens.
A murder?
Yeah.
Oh, some girl.
Did you know her? No connection to her?
No. I don't know. I don't know. The only time I see that, the seen it was in the newspaper. I ain't never seen it or nothing else about that girl. I don't even know her. I don't know nothing about her.
You know what she looks like?
Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. No.
You've never talked to her?
No, never. Never.
Okay.
Don't even know her. Don't know nothing about her at all. All I know is that she was a law student at the UGA, and she was on Fawn Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the years, I know that right there they got that's where the rent office is right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where my brother stayed right beside it.
Your brother stayed right beside us?
That was after the fact that when we started moving in, when black people started moving in, my papa stayed right beside him.
Oh, okay.
Right beside the actual building. This right here been like in 2017 to 18.
Okay.
Not no recent thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
No, not no recent.
Okay.
Did you know any of her roommates?
I don't know.
Did you know any of their boyfriends or anything like that?
No, nobody over there, period.
Did you ever go over there to buy alcohol?
No.
Anything like that?
Bro, listen, I don't know nothing about those people over there. I don't know nothing about that. But they said that happened.
And, Your Honor, I'm stopping at 7:15:05 and moving forward to 7:16:14. And Agent Howell, kind of just before this portion of the video that we're about to play, had you asked Mr. Faust a question about his awareness of a national database of DNA?
Yes.
DNA?
Yeah.
My DNA? Man.
It's been a long time. We've made so many advancements and things.
Man.
If you can help us understand why your DNA's in that house, help us. I don't want to put your finger on the wrong. Help us. I'm here to exonerate just as much as I am to hunt.
Y'all come on, take a little deal.
And Agent Howell, in response to your request for Mr. Faust to help you with an explanation regarding his DNA, what was his response?
No explanation was provided.
Okay. And I think that's all I have for you about this interview. And so, Your Honor, if I could have just a moment to...
You may.
Agent Howell, we are Miranda form. That's right. I'm going to show what's been marked as State's Exhibit 162. Agent Howe, I'm going to hand you State's Exhibit 162. Do you recognize what State's 162 is?
Yes.
All right. How do you recognize it?
I recognize it by the labels that are on the exterior of the envelope. It is item number 10 in Athens Clark County Police Department's custody. It is described as a bloodstained card for Chris Melton. It also has a GBI barcode on it, evidence property tag CC36694, and it also has our GBI DOFS report number, which is 2001-1002454, and is submission item number 27, and again, it is labeled as a bloodstained card for Chris Melton.
Okay, and so have you encountered that item at any time previously?
I have.
Okay. Can you explain to the jury, well, when you encountered it, is it in substantially the same condition as when you encountered it initially?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, I'd move to tender the exhibit at this time.
Any objection? No, ma'am. It is admitted.
Okay. Just to clarify, though, were you involved in either the collection or observation of collection of blood, the creation of the card, or any of the testing that occurred at the GBI lab?
I was not.
Okay. What was your interaction with that item?
My interaction with this item was to collect this item, transport this item to the state crime lab, and submit this item to our state crime lab.
Okay. And do you have any direct knowledge of anything that was done with it at the state crime lab?
I believe it was compared to some swabs involved in this case.
All right. And that's all I have about 162, Your Honor. Your Honor, I don't have any other questions for Agent Howell at this time.
Cross-examination, Mr. Cruz.
Good afternoon, Agent Howell. My name is Attorney Ahmad Cruz, and I have the privilege and honor of representing Mr. Edrick Faust. You've had opportunity to watch that video before, is that correct?
Yes, I have.
And we could both agree that you watched it again in court and you heard it again in court, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In regards to speaking to Mr. Faust about the death in Deer Park, would you agree that Mr. Faust's response, as you heard here today in court, is the only time I seen that was in the newspaper?
Yes.
Okay. And he also continued, I ain't never seen that or nothing else about that girl. Is that correct?
Yes.
At that time, did anyone show him a photograph?
No, sir.
At that time or any time during the interview, did anyone tell him Ms. Baker's name?
No, sir.
I'd like to show you what I'm going to mark as Defense Exhibit 49, 50, and 51. And just to make it clear for the record and from the video, Mr. Faust said he'd only seen one newspaper article about it. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
May.
And let the record reflect that I've shown the state what has been marked as Defense Exhibit 49, 50, and 51.
Thank you.
Do you recognize the photographs?
I do.
That photo? And do you recognize those documents? Let me ask you that. Have you seen those documents in your case file?
Yes, I have.
And follow up to that, you've reviewed your entire case file, is that right?
I have looked through the entire case file.
Okay,
I'm familiar with the contents of the case file.
okay, perfect. Do you recall seeing those documents in the case file?
I believe seeing numerous newspaper clippings and articles in it. This one specifically, I don't recall, but I do recall seeing numerous newspaper clippings in there.
Sure. And the question I have for you is about the photo. Would it be fair to say that the photo of Ms. Baker in those documents that I provided to you is the photo that's mostly used when it comes to public information about Ms. Baker's case?
I would agree with that.
Your Honor, I would move to, and just to make sure you are familiar with those documents, you looked at those documents, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are those fair and accurate depictions of the documents that were in your case file?
I believe so, yes.
Have those documents been altered in any way?
I don't believe they have.
Your Honor, may I approach? Your Honor, I would move to introduce Defense Exhibit 51, Defense Exhibit 50, and Defense Exhibit 49 into evidence. And I would ask to be able to publish same to the jury.
Any objection?
As to the images, no, Your Honor. I didn't read the articles themselves, but I don't think that the contents of the articles themselves should be published to the jury.
I think that's correct. I think we need to redact them before you publish them, but during a break, I'll let you do that, and I'll allow you to publish them.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. But they are admitted.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And you would agree in your statement to Mr. Faust, you never told him that his DNA was in Ms. Baker's body. Is that correct?
I did not have that opportunity.
Okay. You told Mr. Faust to explain why his DNA was in the house. Is that correct?
Yes.
Outside of her body being in the house, you would agree that Mr. Faust's DNA was not in the house. Is that fair to say?
Mr. Faust's DNA was inside the house.
Outside of her body being in the house.
Her body was inside the house.
But for her body, Mr. Faust's DNA was nowhere else in the house. Is that correct?
I would agree with that.
Now, you asked Mr. Faust was asked about dating, and I believe the word, and if I am wrong, please, 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 please forgive me. But I believe he was asked about dating, I'm going to use a different word, white women. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Faust's response was that he had only dated one white chick, correct?
Yes.
And I want to emphasize the language you asked him, or he was asked specifically about dating. Is that fair?
Yes.
And Mr. Faust made clear that he doesn't discriminate when it comes to dating. Is that fair?
That's my recollection.
Okay. I also want to talk about the first portion of the interview that was played. I believe the state stated on the record that they stopped at 6:08:12. Would you agree that from the first portion, the very first clip that was played for the jury, Mr. Faust had already been advised that you all had 9 warrants for his arrest?
Yes.
The second clip that was played in regards to the conversation with Mr. Faust had been advised at least twice by the time we got to the second portion of the state's clip that you all had 9 warrants for his arrest. Is that fair?
Yes.
My final question for you is on May 9th, this interview was conducted. Is that right?
Yes.
And May 10th was the date that you all collected the buccal swabs.
The buccal swabs, yes.
The arrest warrants were obtained on May 9th as well before the interview. Is that correct?
Yes.
Accurate. Interview takes place on May 9th. Arrest warrants secured on May 9th, but arrest warrants were before interview. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay, and then after that, May 10th, buccal swabs?
The buccal swabs were obtained on the next day, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Those are the questions that I have for you.
Thank you.
Any redirect of this witness?
No, Your Honor.
You may step down.